Guys, have you seen recently what they did in Kenya with the divorce settlements?
Yeah.
50%. Kenya has abolished 50% divorce settlements for women, and here is why. First of all, the idea of splitting a man's matrimonial property with a woman has been proven to be problematic, specifically in the Western countries where divorce is incentivized. Meanwhile, it's becoming popular in certain liberal African countries. A woman marries a man for a couple of years and make a few babies with him, and the next thing you know is she's filing for a divorce. And she's doing this seeking 50% of the man's wealth. And so a 5-man Supreme Court judges in Kenya considered all that's involved in these situations and voted unanimously in favor of amending that law. The new law provides settlement for the lady based on either the financial contributions she's put into their marriage or a certain percentage is allocated to her based on their number of kids, their ages, and also because she provided a conducive home for the husband to live and thrive.
I mean, that's something that needs to happen over here. Something that needs to happen over here. Kenya basically ruled that when a woman marry a guy that's wealthy, that when she gets divorced, that she don't automatically take no 50%. Mm-hmm. She's basically evaluated for what she brought to the relationship and what type of home that she provided for her husband and her family. And if she invested financially or mentally into what he already had going on, and basically she's allotted so much funds per child that she has with him, but it's based on her participation and her activity within the family structure. It's not no automatic half like what's done over here in America, and it's to eliminate what they're seeing as growing in their communities as far as women marrying wealthy men just to exploit them and to rip them off. So I think that's one of the best things that could have been done. And women over here, they're probably going to get upset. They always say how they're being disenfranchised, taken advantage of, and the whole nine, and that's not the case. A lot of these laws over here are tailored toward the feminine principle. And a lot of times they take advantage of men. And a woman should not be due half of a man's earning before he met her or knew anything about her that she didn't contribute to. Now, whatever she's contributed to in the relationship, yeah, there should be some compensation for that. If she's going to have the children with her, there should be some compensation for that. But as far as taking half, no, she's not entitled to that. And I don't just think that's just entitled for a woman. If a man marries a damn woman, like all the men marrying Britney Spears, mm-hmm. He shouldn't take half of what she got. Mm. It should be based on what you bring to the scenario, and there should not be no handouts and people ripping people off, because this has become a hustle.
Well, let me say this. I agree with you. I really do agree with you. If it, on some scamming type shit when it comes to that, but this, let's just say this right. There's just like, and I just said a few examples. Say, and maybe I'm getting off subject a little bit, but I want to rub it this way. Say,
did you say rub it this way?
Yeah, rub it this way. Yeah, a little bit.
Rub it. Oh.
Yeah, somebody say I'm rubbing. I'm gonna tell them I'm
massage.
Anyway, listen. Yeah. Say that you done been with a woman, right? Y'all get together.
Okay, when do you get together? What's the set the scenario? What is everybody's financial position?
Okay, let me say this. In the position he talking about 50-50, all right, then. Say y'all got 20 million, right?
Okay, y'all got.
Y'all, listen,
does he have it
yourself
before he got with her?
No, wait a minute though.
The timing is important.
No, this is my perspective. You gave yours. I'm giving mine. 20 million, right? Just to speak, there ain't no money right now. So let me go a little bit more. Y'all got 200 million. Now that's some money right now that can be substantial for everybody. All right. 200 million is vested in y'all. Not invested, but vested. This is what y'all are married to. What the fuck could be a man problem with saying, you know what? We married. No matter how long we married, I decided to marry you. I decided to marry you whether I had the money or you did. I decided. It had to be feelings there or some type of love. Okay. Now this is where I go off the deep end. Same thing in the street shit. It's just like a nigga. I got the money, but you with another nigga that can't pay the gas and the light bills at your house. But my kid is there. He ain't with me or she ain't with me. Am I supposed to say, that nigga need to take care of the bills, or am I going to pay him and say, because I'm going to always make sure my son with his mama and the gas and the license paid to when he ain't got to experience that. So again, let me go back. This is why I went off.
Was that a question you asked me, or was that a statement you made?
I'm giving an example. Okay. That mean about the $200 million.
Okay.
$200 million. If I gave you $100 million, I'm still gonna be okay. You got that.
Okay.
Take that. I'm cool. I truthfully, not saying the 50% shit is fair. I'm just saying I kind of can understand where the idea come from.
You can understand where the idea come from as far as them passing a law or
giving the law to saying no, passing the law. But
because your argument is kind of against the law.
Well, you talking about
that woman is not entitled to 50%. So I'm asking you, where are you on it? Are you for it or are you against it? Because the examples you made are against it.
I'm for it because I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you why I'm for it.
Well, you arguing against it with the examples you gave.
I'm not arguing against it. What I'm saying is, I don't see what the big deal is if she do want 50% of what we or I amassed, because 9 times out of 10, I decided to marry you. I decided to give you sickness and health.
Without overstating the point, I got what you're saying on that. But I think where your point is lacking at.
No, I agree. She should get the 50% because at the end of the day,
you're against the law and you think she's entitled to 50%.
Yes, because we can't take it with us.
Okay, so I think the reason why the law was made, and I don't think your point that you were making did the example of what the law represents any justice. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is you just put 250 million between the two, and you didn't state where it came from. And
I think the law, at that point, it's a mass.
It's based on the law. You have to look at the law.
But I'm not talking about law. I'm talking about a mass. We talking about
what is people. The point of this video?
Okay, I hear you, but the
point of the video is to say, do you agree with the law that a woman is not entitled to 50% because she marries a guy marries a guy with wealth?
But we don't supposed to exploit the video. We just say yes or no.
I'm not saying you can't expand the point. What I'm saying is that I don't think that you are giving the basis of your point. You gave an example, good example, I understand, but the law was based on what everybody had at the beginning of the relationship coming together. Okay. And I don't think that you represented that point because you said the money together. You're looking at it from my standpoint as in, okay, we're together now. It ain't no what you had and what I had. We're together.
That's it. That's all it's supposed to be.
But the law that was passed does not evaluate it from that perspective.
Oh no, they fucked up then. Sorry, law.
Okay, I mean, you're against the law. I think if, in a scenario that you gave, if I come into a situation where I have 200 million and she has 50 million, and then together we get together and there's 250 million, I don't believe that after you have a couple of kids that you should take your 50 million plus however much of mine, which I guess would be half. You should walk away with 125 million. I don't think that is appropriate.
That's
I think
fair,
you should take.
though.
I don't feel it's fair because
Wait, we decided though. That's my
said
point. I decided to get into this relationship with you. No,
okay,
now you're about to
you
fail.
decided
So now what? So
you in love.
oh yeah. So here it goes.
She may not love
Okay,
like you
so
love.
now that's what I'm getting ready to get to. So it ain't love, it's business.
With her it is. With you is not.
Damn, that's deep.
And that's what the law is for. The law is not for people that's together and, like, let's say Dr. Dre. They say he got divorced from his wife. And I think he gave her what she wanted. I think he give her? He said, here, take it. That's the scenario that you're talking about. I love you, woman. We just don't function good together no more. And here, what you want, take it. That's real love. And that's most likely was real love there.
That's what I'm saying. If I decide to
But
get
that
in a
law
vow-
was created for the women that would like the Zion situation and difference of where women marry guys, have a child or two for the lick.
Man.
And that's why the law was created, because there's a generation of women, more so now than before, even though a lot of them learned it from their mamas, that's starting to target wealthy men to marry these men for the sole purpose of having a child or two. And then I had a little brother, well, still have a little brother, that was playing professional ball. He had this one black girl that was around him, sister. He dealing with other women, but she stayed right there. She be at parties, or I'm at the party, she right there. He got other women around, she right there. She wouldn't go nowhere. I'm like, what's wrong with this damn girl? He ended up having a situation where the one girl he was dating, father found out there's messing around, and father pressed the girl to file charge him like he took some cootie cat from her or whatever. The mama had to come in and say she didn't take, her father pressed her to do this, and stopped it. It was going to ruin his career while he was in college. So he ended up getting with the one girl that was always there. She got pregnant, and guess what she told him? Nigga, you can go ahead on now with your non-fucking ass. I'm straight now. He like, what you mean I'm pregnant? I'm straight now. You can go ahead on. Wasn't married to him. I mean, wasn't in a relationship with him that long. He had to go on the court, fight, and then had to show her mother's history. Because her mother did the same thing. Her mother was dating a guy and ended up being with a guy that was a running back for the Cincinnati Bengals. But before that, she had dealt with a couple of athletes and hit them up like that.
So the mother had a change of heart.
Well, the mother is training, you know what I'm saying? Because they come from that era with us where you had the dope boy there with more finances and things. So I don't think the law was made for women with honorable intentions, like a Michael Jordan, like a Magic Johnson with Cookie. Magic Johnson in college, but he got with her before he got that money. Then he started making the money. They still together, thank God. But Jordan got with his wife, I don't know how much longer after, but she stayed with him for years as he was not Michael Jordan of the Michael Jordan he became.
Extraordinary. Yeah,
exactly. So you're damn right she's supposed to, because she was there. Now, if he had $20 and then they built $100 million after that, I think he should get his $20 back. He shouldn't have to spend his $20 with her. Then they bust down the rest. Okay?
Okay, all right.
So, for me, that law ain't for good women or good men with honorable intentions trying to enter a relationship and trying to build something. Because at the end of the day, only reason you're going to use that law in that case, within my opinion, if you feel you're being ripped off, if you're an honorable person. Because at the end of the day, if you help me build this, I'm like you. I probably still ain't gonna give you half, just because of how I am. But I'm gonna make sure you good. And if you need something and I got it, we always gonna be good.
See, that's the problem. See, that's where the shit where them devious thoughts come in at. Let me see if I can get this nigga some niacin.
Nobody said that far. Nobody said that far.
Listen, y'all fuck with us.
Yeah, don't fuck with him and Niacin, though. I don't even know what the fuck Niacin do. I think that's some hard shit.
Don't worry about it. Nigga, don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, you
hope we never get to that situation.
Well, we ain't gonna get with it.
Y'all subscribe.
Subscribe, man. All right, dude.